guys, it's Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel. And so this is part 2 of my video on Smash the Musical, which yes, is finally coming to Broadway. And so this video is covering some of my favorite songs from the show, from Mezzo Sopranos. And so now that it is becoming a Broadway musical, you might want to audition for it one day, whether it be for the Broadway musical or it will finally trickle down, I'm sure, to regional theaters, tours, colleges, probably high school. So you want to keep an audition song handy for it. And I always say, you know, never pick a song from the show, but a very like song to show that you have that tone and range in your voice. And the two main characters, Karen and Ivy, which were played by Katharine McPhee and Megan Hilty, had very different sounds. Megan Hilty, we all know her for her beautiful classic Broadway sound. She's a huge mezzo with a beautiful range, having it that she can do that falsetto, and then she has that, you know, wonderful chesty, jazzy, husky sound, that smoky sound, lots of vibrato. Katharine McPhee is got her notoriety from American Idol, and she does have a big belt sound, but it's a bit lighter, it's more contemporary, it's more of that pop sound. So not traditional Broadway, but they both have great voices. And so there were different songs for each of them in the show. They both were vying for the role of the fictitious lead in Bombshell, the musical that was written for the TV series of Smash. And so it was always like, which one's going to end up as Marilyn Monroe? So anyway, let me show you what I'm talking about. So Let Me Be Your Star was in the musical, or the TV series. And I think a good parallel song for that is Life I Never Had from Sister Act, which is an Alan Menken song. And it kind of has the same message. Sister Mary Roberts sings this, and it's that same big, huge belt song, and it's like, please notice me, you know? I finally want to have my moment. So it's a good song, kind of comparable song. All right, Megan Hilty in Smash sings Just Keep Moving the Line, and it's that no matter how much I try, they just keep pushing the bar farther and farther. And I think, obviously, the same kind of song from Cabaret that Sally Bowles sings is Maybe This Time. It's like, it's gotta happen. One day it's gotta happen. My luck's gonna turn. So maybe this time I'll win. Okay, from Smash, Secondhand White Baby Grand was this beautiful lullaby. The music is by Mark Shaman and Scott Whitman. And it's showing that softer side of Marilyn that's saying even though things can be broken, they're still beautiful and you can still have a use for them. And from Mary Poppins Returns, which is also a Mark Shaman, Scott Whitman musical, Mary Poppins sings Place Where the Lost Things Go. And she sings this to the Banks children, and she's telling them, you know, don't fret that even though your mother's gone, she's still watching over you. And even though there's two different messages to each song, there's still sort of these haunting lullaby sort of, you know, tunes, sort of, they're placed in the voice in the same way, that sort of upper chest falsetto light song. So if you listen to them, you'll see what I mean. All right, now these two songs could be totally interchangeable. They're both Mark Shaman and Scott Whitman songs. Again, they wrote the music to Smash and Some Like It Hot. So Let's Be Bad from Smash and What Are You Thirsty For from Some Like It Hot, that Sweet Sue sings. And they're both got that really fun, jazzy, upbeat, you know, let's just let it all hang out. Let's Be Bad and What Are You Thirsty For? So really those two, pretty much the same song. All right, and finally, the big finale song from Smash is Don't Forget Me. And this is Marilyn sort of just looking back at her life and saying, I hope I left behind enough things to be remembered by. And I picked Never Enough from The Greatest Showman because the character Jenny Lind sings this, and it's sort of sort of that same thought process of no matter how many ovations I get, no matter how many accolades I get, is that enough? Like, have I done enough? It's just never enough for me. I always want more and more and more. It's kind of along those lines, and it's another huge belt song. I mean, Don't Forget Me and Never Enough. They're both huge belt songs. And so, anyway, and I'm sure Greatest Showman one day will become a stage musical. So there you go. There are my choices. I hope you liked that. It was an interesting exercise for me to do. All right, subscribe to my channel. Check out all my other videos, and I'll see you in the next.